We are coming to you live from the Kenya National Museum, where the Kenya-South Africa Cultural Exchange is taking place under the theme celebrating 25 years of democracy and freedom. And of course, nominated Principal Secretary in Kenya, that is Jospat Makoba, is expected to grace this particular occasion. And of course, maybe just to kick off, just beside me is the Deputy Director General of Arts and Culture in South Africa, Madam Kelebogile. Maybe just a little bit, Madam Kelebogile, you tell me what does this particular day means to you?
Good morning to the people of Kenya. This is a very good day, interesting day. It means that today we are going to be strengthening our bilateral relations with Kenya. We know the support that was provided by African countries to South Africa, so we are here to deepen that relationship. We know that with Kenya we've been partners in terms of trade, so we are now going to focus now on the cultural goods so that we can then, strengthen that relations, but also on a people-to-people basis. So it is such an interesting day, so that today the people of culture, we are bringing South African culture to Kenya, because we've got similar cultures. So we are going to be exchanging skills in terms of craft and design. Our muralists are here today. There'll be dancers, music. We'll be showcasing South African films in Kenya. So we want the people of Kenya to come and share these interesting moments with us. But also in future, we'll see Kenya and South Africa signing a cultural agreement. And we hope that we'll also go into the co-production in terms of film. So that is what we are targeting, because we want to now focus on the continent and also pursue the Agenda 2063, the Africa that we want, the Africa that is peaceful, that is prosperous, and what more about dealing with issues of arts and culture and heritage.
Is this particular event happening for the first time, or the second time, or third time?
This is the first time in Kenya. We've been to other countries within the continent, and we hope that we can still come back in a few years. And we're hoping, because the seasons we do them on a reciprocal basis, we hope to also go and showcase the Kenyan culture in South Africa. After this season, we are here as South Africans, but in future, the Kenyans will also come to South Africa.
So for the next 1 year, let's say 1 year, in a span of 1 year, where do you think the culture of Africa will be?
The culture of Africa, it's where we'll be able to trade and share cultural goods. That we share our music together, so that you find the Kenyan music in South African stores, and you find the South African music here. The food, that's where we want to go into. Have exchanges in terms of museums, libraries, galleries. We can take our exhibitions to Kenya, and we see some of the Kenyan exhibitions in South Africa. That's what we want to see, so that people appreciate what we have, the culture of both countries fully.
All right. Kenya and South Africa have been having bilateral relations in terms of trade. So far, so good. What is the experience?
The experience has been so good, because even now, when we come to Kenya, we don't have to have visas. So it shows that, we'll be opening up markets. We've got a group of Kenyans staying in South Africa, and the relationships are cordial. We are able to, to enjoy the Kenyan food, but we also want to bring that to Kenya from South Africa, so that we can, people can really appreciate what we have.
In terms of business, so far so good. How is the experience in business-wise?
Business-wise, we getting there. It's not at what we want to, the level that we want to be at, but surely it is starting. And then we want to also expose the cultural goods to the market.
Wow, thank you so much, Madam. That is the Deputy Director General of Arts and Culture in South Africa. And of course, just like you've heard, it's all about cementing a relationship of people to people between South Africa and Kenya. And of course, apart from that, they will be focusing on promoting the regional integration and of course, to chip in effort of expanding trade relationship between South Africa and Kenya.